one of the things that I want to talk about is how you, as a player who might not have a lot of money, can prepare their account for the Pokemon trading card game live. You'll see there's a lot of videos on YouTube already that are talking about like how to maximize your account and make sure you're prepared and ready for when that game comes out. But what I wanted to do was provide you all with sort of a guide on how to get started with the game today. Maybe you're a person who's just gotten into the game yesterday. Maybe you saw all the social media posts about PTCG Live and you're keen on starting a new account. Or maybe you're a long-time player and now you want to give it a go. Maybe you've got an account where you've just got theme decks and that's all you play. And maybe you think to yourself, I'd really like to build a Rayquaza VMAX deck. Maybe that's what you want to do. Okay? But you haven't got any money, and that's a lot of people. Who's got money to spend on their hobbies these days? So what I'm going to do is very quickly run through what that process looks like to be a new player in this game in the year 2021. What I'm going to do is go through quickly in this video how to go from like new account to ready to go standard deck. The thing with free-to-play challenge series, if you like, in other games, let's say Hearthstone, for example, what they tend to do is they do like an unranked to legend grind, and that's like what their free-to-play challenge is, and they sort of prove that like you can get to that point if you play wisely. What I decided with this game, because you don't really have ranked, what you have instead is the goal of building out decks. So I decided the finish line was building this Zamazenta Zacian deck, right? So this one might look familiar if you've been watching streams lately. It's a very cheap to build, but very competitive Zacian and Zamazenta based deck. So it cost me about 30 packs to put together. It's not too expensive, but if you've got no money, if you're not planning to go and buy the codes to just trade for this deck, then it might be a little bit difficult to put together if you're a new player. So what did I do? So first step, create your Pokemon Trainer Club account. So go to Pokemon.com and follow the instructions to sign up. Then use your account, sign into this game. So you'll have to go onto the website, download the game, install it, log in with your details. Then you have to play through a tutorial where the game teaches you how to play with really old looking cards, but in any case, it teaches you how to play, which is good. And once you get through that, you get a free pack that the game makes you open straight away, and you get a free Pokemon V. I got really lucky. I got a Moltres as my free Pokemon, but it can be random. So in any case, don't worry about it too much. So once you finish the tutorial, it gives you the home screen, right? You've got all this stuff in front of you. What are you supposed to do? Well, what you want to do is get these. You want to get those tickets, right? That's the most valuable thing. You want these coins, and you want those tickets. First step will be getting the coins. How do you get the coins? When you finish the tutorial, the game should give you a free deck. I'm pretty sure it's the Mental Might deck. So let's have a look at it real quick. It's this one here, and it's pretty weak. There's a bit of a strategy here where you use the Swoobat to accelerate energy, and you attack with the Gallade, which does more damage for all the energy attached. And you can use this Miltank to do 80 damage for 1 energy. Good once upon a time. It's not great, this deck, but what you want to do is just take this straight to ladder and start playing. So you want to go versus, so you click the play button, you go to versus, and immediately just start playing games with that deck. So you go to theme, you pick Mental Might, hit play, and you just play. And what you're trying to do is get these versus rewards for winning. It's not likely you're going to win very many, if any. But what you will do is earn these lightning bolt points. I just call them energy. As you earn energy, you hit these milestones. So once you get 10 energy, you get 25 coins, and then 50. And also for logging in every day, you get rewards as well. So that's probably going to be your 2 main ways of getting rewards. Your first goal after completing the tutorial and playing games with Mental Might is to earn enough coins to then buy a theme deck. I want you, once you get 500 coins, don't spend them on anything. Head over to decks once you get the 500 coins, and I want you to buy this theme deck. This deck is awesome. Okay, I've done One of my most successful recent videos on my YouTube channel is just a video about this deck. There are a lot of people out there who want to know more about the theme deck meta, and it is something that will disappear, I think will disappear with the move to live, but for now, you've got the Soaring Storm theme deck to work with. So, Thundurus and Tornadus, great attackers all throughout the game. Lantern preserves energy. Dragonite, big damage, accelerates energy. Pidgeotto draws cards from your deck, which is an absolute luxury in this format. And Grimer is good early game setup with Collect, and then the rest of the cards just do what you want. Tate and Liza is a fantastic supporter, being able to switch if required, as well as being able to shuffle and draw. So, good deck overall. And the reason why I say play this deck is because it allows for a certain level of skill expression, I feel like, and it'll help you win games that other decks can't. Once you get Soaring Storm, head back into Versus and start playing games with Soaring Storm. What you want to do is start trying to win so that you can earn these rewards along this daily rewards track, as well as speeding up the rate at which you earn energy to earn rewards along this track as well. And then your goal with that is to earn these tickets. So you want to get 4 event tickets, and then once you've got 4, you head over here and you head to events, and you want to start playing in these theme deck tournaments, which cost 4 tickets to enter. And you enter with the Soaring Storm deck. Now, the goal with these is ultimately to win, but even if you can win just the first round, you've got enough to start the next phase of what you're trying to do. So, looking at the rewards here for winning, you get 2 Evolving Skies packs, and the reason that you want these packs in particular is because they're not locked to your account. So let's have a look at what that means. You head over to Collection, and you have a look at packs. And so here's an example here where I've got a Darkness Ablaze pack, but it's locked to my account. So it says tradable or trade locked. And what you want is tradable ones. So once you've got tradable booster packs, what then? Well, you want to take that to the trade system built into PTCGO, and you're going to use those packs to acquire cards to then sell on for better value. So what I mean by that is you pick a card that you want to try and use to trade up with, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. So the example that I use is Raihan. So you go Raihan, right? Search for Raihans. Yeah, here we go. So they want 4 for 1 here, right? So what I would do, just as an example, you accept this trade, all right? You go accept. I'm not going to accept it. Let's pretend I accepted it. So I used 1 pack for 4, and then you want to create a trade. So this is a trade that I'm going to put out to the public. You want to get your investment, which was 1 Evolving Skies pack. So I want 1 Evolving Skies pack. And I'm going to use 2 Raihans. Okay? And maybe you want to make it a bit juicier. Have a look in your collection. Is there any cards in here that aren't too necessary for your collection? Crystal Cave is a pretty good card at the moment. Let's just throw in one of those to make it a bit sweeter. Right? And then you could do that again. So you could go create public trade, Evolving Skies. Alright, 1. I'm not actually going to post this trade, but you can see what I'm doing here, right? So now you go Raihan, right? And you post it again. What I've done is I've spent 1 Evolving Skies pack to buy 4 Raihan, and then I've listed those Raihan in 2 separate trades to get 2 packs back. So I'm spending 1 pack for my stock, and then I'm selling my stock on for more packs than I used to acquire them in the first place. And that's a very short, abridged version of what you want to do. Because, so what happens is, let's say those 2 trades complete. Let's just make an assumption that they fill, and you get 2 packs back. What do you do with that? Because 2's not enough to build a deck with, right? You use those packs And you just continue doing the same thing over and over. You go from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. You keep trading out. Maybe you want to accelerate it a bit, and rather than getting lots of 4 from public trades, maybe you go create trade, and you want to get your stock of, let's say, Raihan. So I want to get, maybe I want to get 6, and I'll give you a pack. And that way, you can triple the packs that you invest into these cards to then sell on. So, that's a very abridged, like, short way to do it. And I've been playing this game from the beta, right? I've been playing it from the very beginning. And I just had no idea how people did this stuff. I had no clue how to do the trading part. And, you know, the reason why is because up until the start of the pandemic, I was primarily a over the table real life player. I treated PTCGO as a testing tool, and being that I don't have a lot of free time as is, I don't exactly have the time to wait around to do these trades, to then try and trade for the exact cards that I need, right? What I do is I go to a website that sells codes, and I put in my details and buy some codes, and then use the packs to get what I want straight away. And I'm not necessarily looking for the best deal either. I just need the cards. I only have 2 hours tonight to practice for the tournament tomorrow. You know, get me the Cricketune V that I need for my deck or whatever. Right? Last night, I was a bit hasty and traded 2 packs away for a Cricketune. I could have done it for 1. So it's that kind of time poor person who trades value for time, right? And that's why you're able to get these trades that are worth so much. For those of you at home that want to get started with the game, get a head start on PTCG Live and have an account ready to go for when the big shift happens, this is a fantastic way to get started with the game, right? Let's scroll all the way down, and you can see I started using my packs here to get lots of cards. So 4 Melanie, 4 Path, 2 Raihan, 4 Raihan, 4 Carrier, you know, all these trainers. And then I started trading them back in smaller lots. You know, 1 pack for the 4 Melanie, 1 pack for the 2 Raihan and 1 Stormy Mountain. Yeah, a pack for the lot of 4 Paths to the Peak. So you can see, people will accept these trades. You've just got to put in the time to do it. So, you know, before you go to bed, before you head to school, to work or whatever, just spend like 15 minutes. Go create trade. So you say that you want Evolving Skies. Okay, again, trainers. You know, you've got stock of, you know, you've got 4 rescue carriers. Trade them off. You don't need them. But somebody out there might. And you could trade off, you know, like a shopping center. Just sweeten the deal a little bit. You only need to do it for 8 hours. The less time there's left in the trade, the more easily visible it is, I think. So there's no point in choosing 24 or 48. Just do 8 hours. And that way you can list as many trades as you want. If the trade's not going to fill, then at least you can relist it sooner than you could with 24 or 48. And then once I did that enough, once I got up to around about 30 packs, I then used the packs that I earned to trade my way into the Zacian V deck that I have. So we go further down, and you see around about here, see all these cards that I was trading for. I was spending these packs to get in return. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you build up a big enough base of packs, you can just keep going. You can just keep going. There's not enough resources out there about it, and it's not something that really is easy to understand or is intuitive. As you understand more and more about how this system works, you can make it work for you, and it doesn't cost you any money. It just costs you time. And to be honest, so this is the account that I used for my free-to-play challenge, right? Total time played, 1 day in-game. When I finished this challenge, it was 0. So I'd spent less than 24 hours logged in, actually looking at PTCGO. I'd spent less than one day, and I'd built out a competitive deck, and I was ready to go. So any of you out there can do this. Any of you. If you want to see bits and pieces of what that process looks like, have a look at some of my past VODs in the last month or so, because I did it. I finished it like probably a few weeks ago now. Anyway, look, if you enjoyed that, if you found that was helpful for you, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. On YouTube, I post gameplay / deck building videos that sort of follow the journey of each of the archetypes that I try out. I try to make them entertaining, but also feature the gameplay and like the deck profiles and stuff like that too. So yeah, that's all I ask. Thanks everyone. Bye now.